Welcome to Conversations, a weekly audiocast featuring interviews with leading investment strategists and recognized financial professionals. Brought to you by the Market Technicians Association.
This is Tim Braun from the Minnesota chapter of the MTA, and with me I have Kevin Hockert, CMT Director of Strategies at this Prospero Institute for Investors. Prospero Institute is an investment advisory firm that Kevin founded in 2005. Prospero delivers quantitative investment solutions to registered investment advisors, portfolio managers, ranging from the Barron's top 100 advisors to high net worth wealth management firms. Several proprietary rules-based strategies have been developed that are designed to help advisors, portfolio managers systematically allocate portfolios into and out of various asset classes. Kevin is a 21-year veteran of the financial markets. He was awarded his CMT in 2008, and he also serves as the Minnesota chapter co-chair. Kevin, thank you for your presentation today, and welcome.
Thank you very much, Tim.
Kevin, one of the most notable things that we took away from your presentation is that you have kind of developed your own proprietary scoring system. How long has this system been in place?
I've had the system in place for 9 months now.
9 months in its current kind of semi-finished format. I don't want to say, because I know that you continually look for ways to improve it, but you've been working on this really for decades. Is that true?
Well, not decades. I would say off and on over the last 6 years. And more intently, a lot of it came together 18 and 12 months ago, and then we started to apply it and show it and utilize it last summer. The long story short is I wanted to develop a system that could, at any point in time, perhaps assess the technical merit of owning an individual security or an index ETF or sector ETF at any point in time. And at a minimum, we look for an ETF that, or a stock or a security that scores as a 4 or higher. And what I found is there to be a tremendous amount of value in a trend score improvement from a 3 to a 4. And conversely, if a score changes from a 4 to a 3 or lower, that tends to spell below average returns for the following 4 to 12 weeks, as we saw in the case of the NASDAQ 100 test.
Okay, thank you for helping us understand the mechanics. But if you kind of had to drill into your testing model, your scoring system, what would you say are the main components? I know that you're a big advocate of relative strength. What else are the kind of main components that go into that scoring system?
There's 7 components, and there's 3 trend components: short-term trend, intermediate-term trend, and long-term trend. And that's really the base of the model, if you will, of the scoring system. But the last couple of years, trend momentum has been a very influential factor in market turning points. And so as a result of that and the result of testing of intermediate and long-term momentum, I'm referring to MACD. As a result of how that tested out going back in time, it simply only made sense to ensure that that was part of the trend score system. And then lastly, and so there's 2 of those components, and then there's 2 components that relate to relative strength. Total of 7, 3 coming from trend, 2 coming from intermediate and long-term trend, and 2 points can be awarded to that total score, both from relative strength, and the first is intermediate, and the second would be long-term.
Do you have some success data that you can share with us?
From buy signals in December to sell signals in mid-April, many of the index ETFs generated positive returns in that 8 to 9 to 10%.
So it's safe to say that in looking at your scoring system, we can clearly see that there was movement in the right direction at the right time.
Generally, that is correct, yes.
Fantastic. Now, Kevin, if you could tell us a little bit more about how one would reach you if they wanted to find out more about your scoring system or any of the other testing and modeling that you do.
You can reach me at kevin@askprospero.com, and or you could give us a phone call at 800-450-0175, our website, www.askprospero.com.
Fantastic, Kevin. Thank you very much for your time today and your presentation to the Minnesota chapter of the MTA. This is Tim Braun, wishing all of you a solid uptrend.